been a long time coming. They ain't come for my club, they tugged it. Putting up numbers, 99 problems, and I still kept it 100. Hola. Yeah.
Okay, so now I just went live on YouTube using the midday show. So I'm trying to see if it goes to my channel and the Stock Market TV channel right now. I am also being impersonated on TikTok. Yeah, thank you for that email. So somebody already has my impersonation. I'm being impersonated on Stock Twits 3 different times. There's one account that's bootlegged me on TikTok. All right. So, yeah, just trying to get all the things working simultaneously. Just having a couple of glitches. I think it's because I'm being impersonated on these channels. So, right now, if you go to YouTube, my channel is at Hit the Bid Radio. Now the question is, am I live on the Hit the Bid Radio channel on YouTube? Let's see. Okay. All right, so YouTubers, right? Somebody just typed in ZSL, shorting is short lived and they're going to die. That line has saved me so much. Good morning. Okay, so that's my channel. The long and short of it, January 26th. All right, cool. All right, so that's working. Yo, yo. Yeah, there you go. Solid's there. All right. The man, the myth, the legend. Now, there should be also a broadcast going on Stock Market TV YouTube channel. Stock Market TV. The long and short of it. Okay. That's where the Snoopy Man is. Day's over, 4 days pay. Made a double on APLD. Okay, I see you guys there. All right, you got the alert. Cool. Now, who else is watching? Apparently, there's another group of people, raging bullers, right? The raging bull people are supposed to be seeing this in some sort of private feed. Anybody out there, raging bull people? I'm not even sure if that's actually happening. So, my entire existence today, I just try to figure out who's seeing me and what is going on with TikTok because I was literally getting somewhere and I was very surprised how awesome it was. I thought it was just, for me to look at this, the redheaded chicks that I like so much and short, chubby brunette Latina chicks and, people trying to sell me snowblowers or doing dance moves with my daughter, who I would always infiltrate her video. And then I started talking about the market one day, and I started seeing all these other videos about people talking about the market. So I was like, oh wow. The Minotaur started banging out some VWAP videos. He was getting some following. But then what really got me excited about doing TikTok videos was that all these schmucks are out there with their get rich quick, getting rich, getting that, Lambos. I was like, oh shit, here we go. And then everything I'm watching on TikTok is a guy in a Lambo or a fake jet. And then the AI videos where it's not even a person, which still is baffling to me. There's a guy, he talks about how he's the only one who does live trading on TikTok. He's got no agenda. He's on a train having some steak, and then he's in the mountains somewhere, and then he's in front of an audience doing a speech. And it's all AI generated bullshit, which is kind of weird because it looked real. So I clicked on all the videos. I clicked on the stuff. I finally found myself in a WhatsApp chat room. And they're asking me all these intimate questions, blood type, social security number. I'm like, who are you people? I'm looking for the guy on the train. And they were just trying. I was like, then they started trying to, they asked me if I want some free stock picks. I'm like, yeah, if it's free, I'm in. Next thing you know, I'm getting from that. Now I'm being texted by 8 different people. Once they started talking about crypto, I was like, leave me alone. I'm not interested in crypto. It's worthless garbage, blah, blah, blah. Those people start. But now I can't get out of this loop. But what the point is, I still haven't found the one guy that I'm actually looking for, the guy on the train. Where's the guy on the train that promised me some great information for free because he just wants to help people? I haven't found him yet. So it's all a Chinese plot to, I think, just steal my information, or I don't know. So I'm actually asking these guys, what are you selling? And they don't even want to try to sell me something, which is really weird because I know they are. But then we got the other side of the coin, right? Speaking of coins, hope you guys are still buying silver. So then you got the other side of the coin where I find myself watching this TikTok video. I click all the links. I finally get somewhere, and I'm on a page where they want me to join. I don't know if it was a chat room or it was just a give me a pick service kind of thing. And for a special low rate, for $49.99 for the first month, $199 after that. I think the introductory rate was $49.99 for the first 3 months, whatever it was, $150. What a bargain for me. So I said, hey, could I get a week to see what's up? No, we don't do free trials. It's only $49.99, sir. I'm like, yeah, I get your point. I could give you $50. I wouldn't miss it. But how about this? How about I give you $150 if you convince me that you're worth it, and I'll give you I'll pay retail price. Well, why don't you just do the $49.99? I'm like, because I don't want to. I want to see if you have any idea what you're talking about. And I want to see if this service fits the way that I trade and the blah, blah, blah. Oh, we don't do that, sir. So I was like, wait, before you go, how about $1,000? I'll give you $1,000. $1,000, huh? Is that cool? Just let me in for a week. Let me see what you do for a week. I'll give you $1,000 if you convince me that you're good. I gave him my name. I was like, you can Google me. I'm somebody in my own head. I'm like, seriously, I got $1,000 right here on my desk. Hey, you want to know? I can give you a silver coin. What's a Bitcoin? Whatever. I'm about to sell all my crap shit cryptocurrency anyway. You want some? And the he's like, sir, we don't do that. I was like, well, let me talk to somebody that can do it. Then he just hung up. So I called back. Hey, it's me again with $1,000. Fuckhead. Did you hear what I just said to you? I want to talk to somebody that's in charge. and let them know that I just offered you 10x what you want, and you just said no. You think that's good business? And they hung up on it again. Hung up on it again. So the reason I'm going on TikTok is now I wanna take over. But because the way I talk, I think I've been banned, shadow banned, because I've got kicked off TikTok now 5 times. Because I think of trading as, it's a competitive sport. And I want to win. And if anybody's ever seen that movie, There Will Be Blood, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. He's talking about how he's got a competition in him. He doesn't want other people to succeed. He wants to be the only one. And that's my attitude in this industry. I want to be known as the one, the man who, the guy that made me money, or like The Natural, which I just watched for the 1,000th time last night. Somebody walks down the street, I want to be recognized. Hey, that's Kenny Glick. That dude made me a lot of money last year, or yesterday, or 2 days ago, or whatever. I want to be known as the guy that actually helps people, and who knows a little bit more than everybody else in this industry, which is I do. Right? Not to be arrogant about it, I should know a little bit more about this industry than anybody, right? Considering I've been doing it for 30 years. Now, am I the greatest? Am I the best? No. If I was the best, I would have put every penny I could and I could afford to put in AGQ, because I was pretty damn secure in that stock was about to go to at least 125 according to my calculations. Where is it now? AGQ 383. What do I got left? 0. Right? So if I was the best, I'd still be in this thing. But I did buy more silver because that's what I do. Right? I bought more just yesterday. I bought more the other day. And now I'm at the point where I just bought some exclusive coins, the 250th anniversary with the Liberty Bell. I bought every variety that I could find. I'm paying $225, $250, $279. People are selling these things for $500, $550, $750. So now, speaking of scams, if I don't get these coins that I paid $250 for, that are already trading on the internet for $550 and $600 and $750, there's going to be hell to pay. So these fuckers better not be reneging on me. But as far as silver is concerned, what I'm thinking about doing, considering now I consider myself a specialist, right? Remember that scam artist Tom Gentile? Yeah, you remember that guy, right? Remember when gold was getting all, everybody was getting excited about gold, so he did this thing where he claimed he was a silver specialist, and he was the only one who knew where gold was going to go, and he predicted gold was going to go to $5,000 in 6 weeks, and I bet him. I said, listen, I'll bet you that you're wrong. Any amount of money, whatever you want. And then I also shorted gold that night, and it tanked, like, coincidentally. But I think the dude was onto something, because there is a lot to know that you might not know about silver. Bullion, silver rounds, collectibles, the difference between all that. Using some of these SLV AGQs possibly as a hedge when we do have a retracement, knowing where the key levels are, knowing the intricacies of the silver. I could have people come on and talk about silver that I know in the industry. What did Tom do? He sold that night. Would you pay $600 to see him yap about how much he knew about gold? And listen, I'll give the guy credit. He was 3 years early. Right? He was 3 years early. I, on the other hand, nailed it to the day. When it breaks 50, it'll go to 80. Where did it go? 3 weeks, $80. Right? Got everybody involved in AGQ on the $50 breakout. Thing doubled in 2 days, 3 days. Right? Some of our players are still involved. This is a $50 stock, mind you. 50. It's about to hit 400. So, this whole industry is built on paying other people that know more than you, right? The industry is mostly a scam in that way, because most people don't know as much as they claim to know, right? And you can also find that information on the internet if you look deep enough. There's a vast amount of free information on the internet. What's not available is understanding trading, market mechanics, knowing where to find these ideas, and what we do for a living. And if you don't understand VWAP, again, it takes some time to get really familiar with what we do. Faux show bros, blow off tops, retracement levels. And again, these are just price levels. We don't use RSI and Bollinger Bands and all that other voodoo. It's basically price. And then it's just discipline. And, some people just pay for the camaraderie of it all. It's a very lonely, isolating business here that we trade. It's nice to be around other people that, throwing ideas around. And that's part of what you pay for also. So, again, I'm part of the system, but I'm not. I pride myself in being different. But I've also been trying to figure out a way that I could find something, not just for me to make money, but something for people that can't hang out in this chat room and have this wonderful environment where me and Solid are navigating you through these ideas on a daily basis. And again, some of these ideas on the same trade, we're in and out of that same idea sometimes 3 or 4 times, where one trader could be on the wrong side completely. So what I'm going to try to do is, and let me know if you're interested in this idea, because I'm not going to build it if nobody wants it. So each morning, especially when there's a lot going on, I'm going to do a video, right? I'm going to do a highlight video, and I'm going to give you a glimpse, like it's a glance, a glimpse, whatever, into what we do in the room with a chart analysis on the idea. For instance, today was USAR. So each morning, if you can't make it into the room, and again, even if you can make it into the room, I think it'll be a valuable thing to hear this trade setup with the if-thens and the what-ifs, because this trade on USAR, it's set up for the long. The pre-market, when it went sideways here, that little wick down didn't scare me. I had bought it on this little break. They're trying to faux show me right there. And then it rallied right into the open. I don't hold into the open. So I sold it right at 927. Didn't even matter what price was. It was running into the market, open, good. And then it popped a dollar, went down a dollar, popped a dollar. And then it came up, and then it faux showed and broke back above VWAP. Right? Now, normally, this is a good entry. And it was. I know one friend, my friend DT was in it, but he didn't take the profit. And this is where I think the pick service can really backfire. And the reason it could backfire is specifically what happened to DT. Because I would have told you hey, listen, if you see the faux show VWAP break, buy it. But the last part of the equation is take the money. So if you sold half, or let's say a 20% or 30%, and then it rolls over, and then it breaks down, you have to understand this went from faux show to finger of God. And I'm shorting the stock, right? I'm shorting the stock as some longs are still debating whether to get out. It was time to get out when it broke down. So I'm shorting it as it rolls here because I got the finger of God, breaks a new high, then it rolls over, breaks VWAP, then breaks the bottom of the range. I'm a shorter. And in that minute or 3 or 4 minutes, to be a trader, you have to make that decision. You have to be able to own it and understand. And when I shorted it right here, it went against me immediately. And I was like, oh, man, shorting is short-lived and I'm going to die. But I said, if it doesn't break back over the half, I got to stay in there because now that I'm a shorter, the new discipline kicks in. All right, I'm shorting here. If it breaks back over here, I'm going to have to cover some for a loss. Never get out of your entire position at one price. And then you're going to have to cover there. And then look what it did. Rolls over. We got paid. Starts to bounce. We place stops at prices from where we covered on the way down. And during this chop, I'm out. Now, how the hell am I going to put that in a pick service where it was a long, then it was a short, then I had to cover, but then it became another short because it broke the prior day VWAP. And that's a reason to short something. 1 minute multi-day VWAP break. So we're shorting again here at 28. And look where the stock went to. 26 and a quarter. And then it went ripping in your face. Not with me still in it. I'm taking the money. Just like the long should have been here. The shorts were here, like me. And then I reestablished the short because, hey, the thing's still in play. It's telling me to go short. I got limited risk. I could short it here at 28 bucks using the 28.69 and the 29.50 area if I'm wrong. But I wasn't wrong. And here I'm thinking, this thing's going negative. And then it starts ripping in my face. Trade's over. Moving on. Because once it broke back above where I shorted it, I'm not staying short. And the trade's over. And now we're flat. And let's talk about this Alcoa. So again, what I'm trying to do here, when I'm having this candid conversation with you, is I want to try to help more people. I think this little chart analysis, maybe getting it sent to you in the morning, not only can help the people that are already in the room, because you'll have that reminder, because I'm going to do a voiceover on the chart and send it to you in the morning. So you'll have the game plan. And not just text. It'll be me. Don't forget to sell. You want to sell here. Don't sell it all at one price. So let's talk about Alcoa, right? You guys know how well we traded this thing last week. Absolutely phenomenal, right? Ridiculous. Right from the whole, let me give you the whole premise of the Alcoa trade. You know how much I love analysts, right? I do love some analysts. The Wizard, I love the Wizard. I love my secret weapon, the analyst. You know, you don't even know who I'm talking about. You think you do, but I don't. You don't. There are some analysts that I want to know what they're saying. I want to know what they're talking about because they don't put their information on Yahoo Finance or Thinkorswim. And they don't try to manipulate the market. Most analysts that you see posting are doing it for their own benefit. They don't give a shit about you. They don't care about their so-called reputation. They're doing it to specifically manipulate the market, like Morgan Stanley downgrading Alcoa on this monstrous move. Yeah, I get it. He's maybe saying lighten up. Nah, he was blatantly selling it. He said his price target was $52 or $48. And I was like, ooh, Morgan Stanley's downgrading Alcoa. I'm in. Didn't even think about it, right? And you guys remember that was about 20 days ago. Morgan Stanley downgrade. Faux show broad. What more do you need? Because Morgan Stanley is not downgrading Alcoa in a monster breakout because he really thinks it's going down. He's shorting. He's telling people to get out of it so his buddy, Bob, the hedge fund guy, can buy it cheaper that morning, like I did. Right? So, and then we held it, and we held it. And we made some money, and then it rolled over, and then we had another chance to buy it again at those same levels. And in this case, I was like, all right, well, this time's a little different, friends, because now we're going to be holding it into the earnings report. What? Are you nuts, Kenny? Are you holding a stock? I didn't say I'm buying options into the earnings report. I'm going to hold the stock. 300 lovely shares. Whoopee-ki-yay, mother, right? 300 shares. Not going to change anybody's life, right? But I'm in at a good price again. We've rallied into this number. So I got to see. Because I believe, this is where you have to have a little hope and faith. I believe the numbers are going to be good. Right? Commodities are ripping. By the way, if you guys are still long the queues, we're never going down, ever. So we bought the Alcoa. Ripping, right? Holy shit. Am I going to hold this into the number? I certainly am, Ali. I certainly am. And then let's fast forward to what happened on Friday. Oh, Billy. Thursday night, the earnings come out. Holy shit, look at us. Finally getting one right. because you don't know how they're going to. By the way, 427.26. We're looking for 427.50. I give you permission to dump all your Qs now, right around this level. This is why you stuck around. If you're in the queue still, sell, put your stop at 625, and hang on for the rest of the day. The shorts are on the wrong side. Morons, psychopaths that they are, thinking we were going to go down because Tariff Boy said some dumb shit. Does anybody even give a what the hell this guy says anymore? Who gives a shit? Really? Did you think we were going to be crashing today because he mentioned tariffs? Seriously? Come on now. Here you go. 627.40. You're 10 cents away. 7, 6. Come on. 627.50 we're looking for. You have my permission to sell right here. Congratulations. And now you put your stop at 625 and you don't give a shit. Right? Bull market. Bull market. Enjoy it. So let's talk about this Alcoa and the blatant manipulation, right? So now Morgan Stanley got us in. We got rewarded with the pop. So what am I doing? Goes to 66. I'm selling. Why am I selling? Because it went to the same goddamn price it went to last time, because the market's rigged. If you haven't yet understood, stocks go back to the exact prices from whence they came because it's programmed there, because the market's rigged. It's not a debate. Have you got that point yet, guy? So when you see the rigging in its blatant, wonderful nature that it is, you say, ooh, it went to the exact price. I better sell. And as I'm trying to sell, it plummeted $1, and I wound up getting out around 65.88. But then, the miracle. Kenny, are you saying you sold it $1 off the low and it actually went down? That's what I'm saying. And you know, if you've known me for the last 30 years, stocks don't tend to go down after I sell them. Oh, baby. So the next day, I'm thinking, holy shit. Look at Alcoa. I figured it'd be at $70 when I woke up in the morning because I never sell stocks and have them go down. Never. Right? They always go ripping higher as soon as I get out, and then they go up for the next 12 or 15 months. Straight up, every day. But there was Alcoa in all of its wonderful splendor. Dipping and getting smoked right out of the gate. And where'd she go? 60 gets you what? 60 gets you what now? 60 gets you who? 60 gets you 57.50, Holmes. Double bottom there. We're picking this bad boy up at 57.85 with a 30-cent risk. Rip. Getting paid. You missed the first move, faux show, getting paid again. Holding Alcoa all day. Trading $60 calls, $61 calls, 62s even. Getting paid. Holding it over the weekend. Back in the swing trade at a price that we want to be in on. Holy shit, look at us. Fast forward to what we just did today. What do you do when you wake up in the morning and your stock that you held over the weekend is gapped up? You're looking to sell it because you're lucky. Because holding overnights ain't my business. So when you see a stock, right, that's doing exactly what you think it was going to do, gapping up on Monday morning, you say thanks. And then the VWAP says, bro, you're thinking about selling it, aren't you? Well, I'm going to break VWAP and I'm going to break multi-day VWAP just to remind you, dumbass, to get out. Bang, bang, boof. Out of the Alcoa. Now, if I was the greatest trader on earth, I would have been shorting it alongside of me getting out, but I'm not that good. But I am good enough to understand what did it do down there. Faux show broing down there at 60. We bought it again at the price we want. VWAP retrace getting paid. And just like every other trade, here I'm selling. Here I'm thinking, I'm the man. This thing's about to rip and break everybody's heart. And then it breaks my heart and starts to go down. But do I sell it? No. And then it tests VWAP from underneath. Uh-oh, that ain't good. All right, I'm not going to sell yet. Oh, it's going back down. Oh, here it comes again. Oh, yeah. I'm the man again. And then suddenly right there, I am no longer the man. And I had to sell it. Because no matter how good I think I am, the reason I'm still doing this is this candle right there telling me you're wrong. As much as you loved it here, it's confirming that it's not so great. Just reconfirm, just to remind you. And how about this right in your fotch, Kenny? What are you going to do about it now? You're going to eat it. That's what you're going to do. Eat it. And now the trade's over. And I can readjust and see if I want to get back in. And what I just described to you, my friends, is how you stay in this business. You have to understand, no matter what you think, right? No matter what you think, how much you think you know nothing. You're powerless to the market. And just trade price action and let it confirm your belief or tell you that you're wrong. Because right now, I know these shorters are out there on this AGQ. Oh, baby. Right? They might have been onto something here, and I was thinking, you know what? If it breaks the pre-market lows, I might join in. But it didn't break the pre-market lows. Good thing. I mean, if it would have broke pre-market lows and faux showed, I would have had to cover for a small loss. That is trading. So let's talk about Baker Hughes. Who the hell even trades Baker Hughes? We did. Love me some Baker Hughes. You guys know about my history in Baker Hughes? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Everything with the Hughes name on it, I'm in. Huge fan. Guy created the aviation business. TWA. Go watch the movie. It's one of my heroes. Stood up to the government. Told the government to shove it. Plus, he was insane. I always like crazy people. So Baker freaking Hughes, right? All right. Low volume sell-off pre-market. I'm like, all right, I'm not taking this serious. Then the market opens up, breaks a new low, comes back, breaks VWAP. Buy it. You're buying right there. VWAP break. What's your stop? The fake out, shake out, and the prior day VWAP. Stock pops a little bit. Yeah. Rolls over. Oh, sold it. Could have bought it back. No, didn't. But then it did this. And why am I showing you this again? Because it's the same trade. And in this case, sure, you know the end result here. I was a little disappointed. I got my foe. I got my show. I got my VWAP break. I'm in. 55.69. Stock goes to 56. What am I doing? It's a whole number. I'm selling. Not all of it, because there's no reason to. Here, you're thinking we're going back to the highs, and we're going to rip the 56.50 and crush some shorts. But then it rolls over. Oh, man. Sold. And then it breaks where I didn't really want to see it break, was where it held earlier, and I sold the rest. Wah, wah. Turned to, but it wasn't a loss. Just I was hoping to make more money. Basically, it was a flat trade because I had, my 300 shares, made a little bit, got out pretty much flat, and a small loss on the other lot. Wah, wah. That's trading. That's my story. And it's the same story every day. So if you're out there listening to me later today, I want to put a link here. Please help me take over TikTok. So going back to the original premise of our conversation here, I'd like to destroy everybody on TikTok. The Yankee hat guy, the fake chat room dude, the Discord psychopath, all these lunatics that are talking about how you can get rich overnight, day trading, which is impossible unless you're rich the night before. Even if you have a 20x trade, you're going to put your whole life savings on some option trade, hoping for the best. Nobody does these things. And I didn't realize how many people there were on TikTok trading. So now, just like I started on YouTube, I'm going to start challenging people, and I'm going to try to get an internet rumble going. Me, Solid, and the Minotaur against any three traders from these TikToking rooms, these Discording rooms, these fake bot people with their AIs or their scanners. Everybody's selling some shit. And again, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm selling shit too, but I do it the right way. We show people that we know what we're doing every day, live. I go for 4 hours standing on my head. I'm got emphysema or some shit right now, and I'm still going. Solid can't stop talking. He'll go to 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning with you. Minotaur's kicking ass trading futures now. We got everything going on. I'd put him, and Solid against any three traders on the planet, and that's what I want to do. But you know what? If nobody sees my challenge, then it's falling on deaf ears. So I've learned my lesson. I'm going to stop talking about taking heads and burning flags, and the way that I talk is the algorithms kind of like they banned me, and I literally got thrown off TikTok 5 times. I think I'm shadow banned now. I haven't got a warning. I haven't got an alert. I've emailed them a couple of times. Plus, I say a lot of derogatory things towards Chinese overlords, and I'm sure they don't like that, right? So if they do let me back in, and again, let me give you the link one more time. So please follow me and help me build this thing together, and I will reward you with a free pass to this Thursday night session we call the Schmooze, which is now going ultra VIP. Only the cool kids are involved. You gotta be on the list, literally on the list. And how do you get on that list? Help me promote my TikTok channel. Help me, help you, help me. And I think if we get enough people involved, maybe TikTok will like my idea, because I think it would be great. We have a trading rumble or a trade-off or a World Series of trading or something where we see who the real champion of trading is. Because I would put up my own money to be in this contest. And I've been saying this on YouTube for the last 10 years. Not one person has stepped to me. I've challenged a humble trader dozens and dozens of times. Why would she take my challenge? You know why she wouldn't? Because she's doing 50 grand a month on her TikToks and Instagram. She doesn't have to trade anymore. She doesn't want to be exposed that she's not so good. But between me, Solid, and the Minotaur, we'll out idea anybody intraday. And again, you can't even put it monetarily, because somebody comes along with $20 million in an account. Obviously, they could probably outtrade us monetarily just by the sheer size of their account. I'm talking about idea generation, trades that work intraday. Nobody does what we do. Nobody. And that's why we do it live. Because there ain't no denying what we did today. Navigating this markets could be treacherous. What we do is help you get through the ebb and flow of the daily grind. And it's certainly not about owning Rambus, right? The analyst upgrades the stock, ruined the whole trade. We're in this thing at 114. I bought more at 127 because I promised if it broke all-time highs, I'd buy another 100 shares. And that's the next day, an analyst comes along and upgrades the stock. The last thing you want to see, my friend, stock's finally breaking out of a 27-year high, and shithead analyst has to get in our way because William Blair has to initiate coverage with an outperform rating. William Blair himself probably shortened this thing that morning, which is what we were doing, because upgrades are sells. And if you guys don't notice what this thing's done since the upgrade, thanks for your triple top at 136, 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. It's not a debate that the analysts are not here to help you. The few are, but They're not on YouTube. I mean, they're not on Yahoo Finance. They're not on Thinkorswim. They're certainly not on CNBC. They ain't trying to help you. So that was a lot to unpack there, but you guys get the idea. Help us grow. I got no problem letting you into the chat room and banging out some winners for you, and you help your $5,000 account grow. I don't got a problem. I don't got a problem clicking a few buttons and letting you hang out with us. Just help me, help you, help me, help you. Me, you. And then, of course, if you haven't met Solid, help me, help you, help him. Because without Solid, you're going to be lost. Because he brings it all home. He's taking what I showed him in 07 and what we started learning in 2012 using VWAP exclusively, and has created something that is beyond anything you could ever imagine. You sit with this guy for a couple hours, do a little private session with him, and you're in this chat room every day. You're going to make it. It's not about finding the next $4 stock that goes to 140. Like, I don't know if anybody's known about BNAI. Sick. I don't know if you guys know about this one, but came right out of our chat room the other day. Little faux show bro at $13 with a price target of 0, but look what it did. Now my price target's 0. Because any stock that goes from $13 to 82 is generally a pump and dump. I mean, I don't know where that came from. That was aftermarket on Friday. It was sick. And then it opens at 82 last night. So insane. But being in the right place at the right time is what we do. You guys want to make money trading? There's nobody better at navigating the market intraday, quote unquote, day trading than us. And after that, go find yourself some analysts. Go find yourself some fundamental guys. You want to invest? You want to swing? I guess you should know about what these companies do and where the insiders are doing, which hedge funds own it, and who's buying and selling. That's some information that I have, and it's valuable. How'd you like that QQQ sell up there, huh? You like that, right? Well, Kenny, you said 627.50, not 44. I did say sell. Now, could that be the high of the day? Maybe. Probably. But you don't sell. You sell some more, right? And now you got 626 area where it pivoted, double bottom that hit, and your VWAP. And if you're still ripping and you're still hanging with the Qs, and you sold 625 and 627 and change, now you can let it breathe. So before I go, I got 10 minutes to hang. What you got? Anybody got any stocks you want to look at? Wait, before I go, actually put this stuff. So TikTok.com at Hit the Bid Radio is me. Please join me on my conquest to save the internet. Zoom, I still can't believe that stock's over $70. Where is it now? Holy shit, what? Wow. See, I got this one totally wrong. I thought this thing would be at $50 by now. What in the hell is happening there? Wow. What the fuck? Look at that faux show, bro, at the 1 year VWAP. Holy shit. Was there a takeover rumor? Holy. I don't look at the stock. Oh, they got part ownership of. Oh. Holy freaking cow. See? I thought this stock would be trading at under $60 by now. Sick. Well, if you're in this stock, don't sell it. You just had a wow. That is a major engulfing. This is like an Andy Dufresne faux show bro from hell. Look at that. Holy cow, dude. I would still take a little profit, but woo. Damn. Oh, snap. What am I looking at here? Wait a second. Oh, my freaking God. That actually looks so good that I want to buy it. I'm not going to, but wow. Look at that. That is wow. Congratulations, man. That is a good looking chart. If you that is a massive reversal. Good oof. All right. I don't want to blow my schnoz. Let me just walk out of the room for a second. I'm
off the clip over here. Be right back.
Oh, Billy. Oof. Sid, is that a joke? But I know where you're coming from. Speaking of Teledoc, even GameStop's been looking pretty good lately, you guys. I mean, what's not looking really good except for SRAD and NAVN, two of these dog shit stocks that I'm still in swing trade. By the way, I still own SRAD, but I'm actually now naked 100 calls. So in theory, I'm short the stock. I got 1,000 shares with 100 calls written against it across the entire board. 22s, 25s, 27s, 30s, 3250s, 35s, 40s, 4250s, and 45s all the way out to December. So if this stock actually goes to zero, I still come out ahead. Fuck this piece of shit. Sorry. I hate owning stocks. Garbage. This is what I own because I got in on this little pivot. Ooh, look at me. And then I just said, "Oh, I'm a swing trader. Oh, I guess I gotta let it breathe a little bit." Yeah, it's okay, Bluto. It's all right. War's over, man. Warmer dropped the big one. HYMC. HYMC. Holy freaking moly. What the hell is this? Apparently, we were involved. Look at that. We were involved. Oh, this was a reverse stock split. Look at this. What the hell is this? Damn, we traded the hell out of it at one point. Look, my red lines mean that we traded it. Oh my God. This is a reverse stock split from hell, breaking all-time highs. See, this is where I used to blow up my account. I would just say I need to short the stock no matter what it is because it's a pump and dump piece of garbage. But damn, what the filth and foul is this one? Well, then again, it might be a short today. Highcroft Mining? Is it silver mining or fake Bitcoin mining? Because I'm done pretending. I hate Bitcoin now. Right? I dumped it all my Bitcoin. I'm out of Algorand. Oh, this is a silver mining stock? Oh, this might be one of the guys that this dude was emailing me about. Anything involving silver, my silver trade is obviously the owning silver and AGQ. PAAS, it was my go-to name because of the wizard. Wizard got me involved in Pan American Silver. My dad used to own some silver town, but Pan American, yeah, sick. Wow, awesome. I mean, everything's gone parabolic in the industry, so you just got to be careful. What is that one again? HY. What the hell did I just type? HYMC. But the only thing that's so scammy about this, right, is that there was a reverse split in there somewhere, right? It just screams scam when you have reverse stock splits. Wait a minute, where'd that little bubble go? Oh, there she is. Oh my God, I did a 1-for-10 reverse split in 2023. Oh Lord, Jesus. By the way, you heard me right. By the way, if you're following me on Twitter, I'm having a fun time just abusing all these Bitcoin people. The exodus out of silver is going to all pour into Bitcoin. Nah, you got it all wrong there, fella. Oh, the open. There's my open guy. Yeah. How am I? I'm killing it. I'm killing these open people, right? And listen, I will be all about OPEN if they actually get it going again. This thing's bleeding its way down to 5 at 4, and then at $3, maybe we do it all over again. What a piece of garbage. But that's what bag holding delusional psychopaths look like. This guy's still talking diamond hands. Diamond hands? People still use that phrase? What year is this? Diamond hands. Ugh. Good time to get crypto, long crypto? No. Never again. I'm never buying in, ever. That's a lie. But if Algorand goes to 0.000000043, I might give a shot with $1 billion. Like $1 billion coins, which is basically what, $4? Now, if Bitcoin falls to $8,000 again, which is what I hope, I'd buy it back because that's where I was in, and I'm out now. 8,000, I'm in. But people are talking about how, oh yeah, silver's a bubble, man. Is it? It's overvalued, man. Is it? To who? It's a 50-year breakout that started 3 weeks ago. You're telling me we're not going to one? Oh, we're at 120. This thing stabilizes between 100 and 120. We're going to 150, 180, 250. And Solid Gel is calling for 189 at 16. Exactly. 189 and 16 cents. So saith the Solid. I'm in. Oh, yeah. The Open Army. The fact that they're calling themselves Open Army. Ugh. Ugh. Why don't you go resurrect Roaring Pussy, whatever that, what was that dude? Roaring Kitty? I don't remember what his name was at this point. He's still talking about GameStop. Ugh. Sorry, 189.12. I was off. Oh, God. But no joke, GameStop has sprung to life because there was some insider action and, still has a pretty good following. Yeah, Andy Dufresne on the GameStop. Nothing wrong with GameStop long. I'm not a hater. You give me a reason to buy something. Like I said, on Open, we've crushed this Open trade so many times on Fridays. We've got paid 2, 3, 4, 5 baggers on Friday on the stock multiple times. You want to own it? Does that look like something you want to own? That looks like somebody's waiting to put it out of its misery. Well, I could bring a friend on that could talk. He says Ripple is the scammiest one of them all. And I was like, compared to all the other scams? He's like, no, Ripple's the real scam. I'm like, uh-huh. Elaborate. And he went on and on about how the insiders are not going to stabilize it, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, whatever. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm out. But this Rambus trade pissing me off. I mean, as soon as I saw the upgrade, I hedged myself a little bit by shorting it that day. But now I got this dumb stock. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unfreaking. Another analyst gets in my way. They upgrade SRAD, kills the stock. I get an upgrade on NAVN. It's been dead ever since. I mean, this stock sucked from day one. I just overstayed my welcome. But now I got to suffer because unless it breaks back below the double spot over there, I'm going to eat this. I'm going to take this loss sooner or later too. But, I got 1,000 shares left. I took some of the loss already. But, I got 50 calls written against my 1,000 shares, which could be dangerous. Again, not everybody, you shouldn't be doing that. Imagine this thing gets taken over. I'd probably wind up losing money. But quantum stocks, I love quantum. But I'd like to be another mass exodus like rare earths had. And then the bounce will be even better. And then if it stabilizes. And as far as quantum, I like this QTUM because it's more than quantum. This one's been the better play out of all the stocks because there's lots of cool shit inside the Defiance Quantum ETF. Speaking of that, that's where my money's at right now. I own DRNZ, which never got to, we had a Fat Finger Freddy trade. It almost got there. I might eat this too. I'm in from 23 and change. Got to 30, pretty cool. I got the drones. I got the Jedi. Same scenario, running out of steam, rolling over, and this new one, REMX, the Wizard, freaking Wizard. I mean, talk about coming late to the party. I bought this thing at $91. I'm dying to sell it. But Rambus, oh, that hurt. It hurts. Hurts my feelings. Hey, there's your QQQ trade. So, okay, if you guys were holding out for that last 4 cents, there you go. You got it. There you go. Solar. We did well with Sedge. I haven't looked at solar in quite some time. But ENPH, I heard it's had some bad news on it today, right? I guess it wasn't so bad because the stock actually had a pretty sweet move. Wow. I thought this thing was getting hammered. I read it or something about it. Guess I must have hallucinated. Oh, no. Yeah, they were cutting workforce. Right. That was last week. Okay, that was last week. But I'd like to see a freaking, just one more capitulation on the quantums, and then that bounce will be better the next time. But still a fan of the drones. And listen, speaking of drones, I mean, I sold VWAP and it went up 2 more points, 3 points the next day. Holy shit, VWAP, friends. So don't forget, we have been this is one of the only swing trades that I have bought the low, sold the high, bought the low, sold the high, bought the low, almost sold the high. I sold 12.50. I was pretty freaking pissed seeing it above 15 that day. And look, it still gave it all back. Don't forget about VWAP back under that orange line. You get it back at that 758. Buy it again. and use these areas as you're out. If we ever get this one wrong in the last resort, if it ever does go below 650, it's just going to be another dog shit stock. But every dip has been bought on V-Wave since that big move in July of last year. So very excited, looking to buy this one back sooner or later. I like RGTI. That would be the one I go to. But yeah, the whole quantum, that the QTUM is interesting. Also, the nuclears, the rare earths, all of these stocks. I mean, we've been on the right side of these trades a lot. And speaking of that, Viet freaking NAM, you see this one? It's in play almost every day. Sick stock to trade. $3 stock ripping in 100% increments almost every day. Put this one on the list. By the way, this GameStop's no joke. Making a move. Silver new highs. Don't get in the way. And speaking of silver, you guys know that I do a Yahoo Finance bit stint piece moment every 2 months. It's called Stocks in Translation. I'm on the TV. I was on the TV the other day. If you get Yahoo Finance, I should have shaved. I look like a dirtbag, but whatever. I wasn't feeling good. Pushed my way through that piece, but I talked about silver breaking 80, going to 120. Man, we are basically here. What else you got? Let me see. Silver, gold, SRAT buyout coming. Don't erase that shit. Who wrote that? But you don't even manifest that shit. Yeah, I would actually wind up losing money. Delete that shit. Jim Lewis, get rid of that post. I need SRAT to basically sit here at between 18 and 20 for the next 9 months, and I'll be fine. Take that post down. I love ASTS. Yeah, I hate Lunar. Rocket Lab. Yeah, fan of the Rocket Lab. My cousin's retiring on that stock. I can't believe where that happened. Where that went. So sick. But ASTS, this thing is one of the most volatile stocks, man. But now, if they bring it all the way back down to 80, you gotta love it you gotta love it at that 80 zone. GameStop's no joke. This is looks pretty good, especially with the overall, that long-term pattern. This is the 1-year VWAP break. So, look for that follow-through. And the last time we saw a 1-year VWAP break was Myrna. Holy freaking cow. The stock doubles. Did anybody get involved in that move? It all started with a 1-year VWAP break. I'm like, holy shit, look at Myrna coming back. We traded it. We had the swing on, got stopped out, then a faux show bros. Unbelievable. Myrna. Yes, that Myrna, the COVID stock. I tell you, if it consolidates up here, you want to see a cool looking chart? Hello. That's your 2-year VWAP. You consolidate on Myrna up here in this little 10-point range, the next leg is going to rip. Look at this bad boy. Look at this bad boy. You're looking at $76 in 3 days when this thing consolidates and breaks out again. Don't forget about Myrna. It's Myrna. Hana. What else you got? NVO. What was that wrestling organization? Oh, no, that was Rob Van Dam. What's his name? Rob Van Dam? RVO? RVD? All right, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about right now. I'm thinking Rob Van Dam and what was the Hulk Hogan started thing? NWO. Right? I don't know. Sorry. Drugs are kicking in again. Right, NWO, right? Rob Van Dam? But that was, ECW. ECW. There you go. The last time wrestling was any fun. ECW. NVO. Yes. I had a nice pivot the other day also. This looks a lot better. Every biotech looks like it's a lot better lately. Bio's been ripping. The indices are doing, the IBB, the XBI, look at these BIB. Uh-huh. Yeah. Lots of good stuff going on there. Woo! Hell yeah. When wrestling was the greatest. Ric Flair. Yeah. Speaking of SRAD breaking on down, piece of garbage. I mean, what a short. Ugh. I mean, the premise, I guess, is right. I don't understand why. Plus, it got upgraded the other day. Yeah. Bye-bye. But this company made so much sense to me because I'm a sports gambler. Data analytics, sports gambling, they help power DraftKings, FanDuel, live data, the live trading. I'm like, that's the way you want to be. And then suddenly, 3 upgrades, prediction markets. One guy said, this stock's done for. But doesn't the prediction markets need data analytics also? No? Apparently not, because this stock is dog shit. And it just went back to where I originally started buying it. Ugh. Back in here. Ugh, garbage. Ooh, baby. DigitalOcean. With the droplets. Oh, hate this company. But that chart looks good. DigitalOcean. They used to power my website back in the day. Their customer service. The guy used to confuse me about how to do things with droplets or some shit. Right? DigitalOcean. Yeah. That's a good breakout. Is this all-time high breakout? Looks like it, right? Ooh, baby. DigitalOcean for the win. GameStop new highs. Anybody in? Busting out of that move. DigitalOcean. Oh my freaking God. It's so not all-time highs. Wait a second. You're looking at 68.84 in a couple of days. You got 8 more points. Look at that. Kind of right there. Ooh, baby. Yes. Yes. That looks good. Don't sell it. Well, again, sell something if you've been in it for a while and hold the rest. That's very nice. I thought that was DocuSign. How's that stock doing? We did well on that one. What was DocuSign symbol? DOCN? DOSN? No. DOCS? No. DocuSign? DocuSign? Doctori? What? Who's watching Spartacus? Who's not watching Spartacus? Oh, DocU, right. Oof. We top ticked our way out of that one. Oh, wow. Look at that. But you know what? If this turn is real and could get back in that zone, that actually is interesting, but has to get in there. IPSC. Huh, what's that? Mm-hmm. Oh! Pump and Dumpski. Did they do a reverse split? Because if they did, buy it. Because that's the name of the... Oh, my God. That is so disgusting, but I love it. Wow. And I mean it. I'm telling you, man. This is what 2025 and probably all of 2026... These stocks that are coming out of the freaking Andy Dufresne's, and then they rip. especially if they have a reverse stock split somewhere. This one doesn't have one, but that is impressive. You came out and you consolidated at a higher level, and you came out again and you consolidated, and you're coming out again. Don't hate that, even though, my bearish nature says 33-cent stock at 250. I want to short it to zero, but I wouldn't short it. That doesn't look bad. 333 is your 5-year VWAP on it. And if there's no split in there, yeah, let's go. How's the 2-year? Whoa, you're above the 2. A 3. You're above the 3. You're above the 4. Ooh, you just pivoted at the 4, and you're probably headed to the 5. 332. See you there in a couple of days. Nice. Oh yeah, they should have done the reverse split already. But if they're going to, that's why people are probably buying it, because the reverse stock split therapeutic dog shit stock those are the ones that rip. A 1, a 2, and if you know that reference, you should. A 3. 3. Oh my God, sorry, I just ruined the GameStop trade for you. Well, 80 gets you 120, right? Are we at 120 yet? I don't think it would happen in one day. It's so crazy. I just got a text. It's completely free and there are no fees involved. It will definitely hot stock alert. What are they telling us to buy? Reply yes to receive the next pick. Man, I cannot get out of this loop. See, I went on this TikTok Discord and now I'm dead. The WhatsApp, man, they got me. I can't get out of this. A 1, a 2. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Uh-oh. That was a Tootsie Roll commercial, right? Or was it the Blow Pop? Something like that. Some owl, right? How many licks does it take to get to the center of a something or other? A 1, 2. Okay. I'm on the borderline of delusional. Oh boy. That Zoom chart, man. Who was talking about that Zoom? That looks pretty good. Ripping out of that zone. All right, that's my time. I'm gonna go eat and pass out. Hopefully these antibiotics start kicking in. So if you guys, anybody is coming to Vegas, let me know. Should be a good time. I got, well, most of the tables are, I got Monday night, we're going out to dinner at 8 p.m., but we're all gathering mid-afternoon. We'll go check out the show for a little bit, and then most of us are going out to dinner. Hopefully, I'm going to get, oh, by the way, I'm going to get my wife to call the restaurant because she's a nice person and she has a way of talking to people and she gets things done. So right now, our tables are not guaranteed to be near each other. So I'm going to have my wife call and see if we get the two tables near each other. Right now, we got two tables hanging out at Joe's Seafood and Steakhouse at Caesars, and then we're going to go out for a drink after that at Caspian's, maybe shake a leg. But I got to get to sleep by 11 because I got to present at 8:30, and you guys got to be there too. I'll have T-shirts for everybody. Hit the bid T-shirts with the cool faux show bro chart on the pattern. We'll all walk around like we're in a family or something, like a cult, which I guess we are. And then I do a presentation on Tuesday morning at 8:30, which should be the Hoot. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be doing VWAP Save My Life. It's more of a spiritual guidance into VWAP. And, I'll bring my bell with me. And if you guys have a moment, you guys want to share this moment together, let's do it. And I'll leave you on this. Breathe in the VWAP. And breathe out the doubt. Wait for it. We'll let that one sit. If you haven't seen this, I want to show you something. Breathe in the VWAP. And breathe out the fear. Breathe in the VWAP. And breathe out the sickness. The show's free. Yeah, I'm doing one live session at 8:30 in the morning, Tuesday morning. And then we'll get some breakfast. We'll check out the rest of the show, go hang out with Jeff Hirsch and just see his presentation. Jeff Hirsch of Stock Traders Almanac fame. Go meet a couple of my other friends, Merlin from... and then I go back on stage at 1:30 or 1:45, and I'm going to do a chart session talking about faux show bros, basically. I'll show a couple of charts. We'll faux show bro the hell out of that place. And then I'm probably going to go get a massage. How you doing? And then I'm going to take a nap, and then we're going out for 38 straight hours. Now, we're going out Tuesday. I'm going to meet at the Cosmo. I'll do a little grazing. I'm staying at the Paris. They got a nice little Americana restaurant there. I'm just probably going to get a hamburger or something. And then we're going to meet at the Cosmo, the Ghost Donkey. No RSVP needed. Guac and chips and all the exclusive VIP tequilas that you could drink. I'm sure we're going to get robbed at that place. And then I got a VIP table at the karaoke bar at the Cosmo. It's a hidden speakeasy called the Barbershop. So contact me because I got room for 12 at the table, and I'll get you on the list. First couple of rounds are on me, and then we'll sing, we'll dance, and And then we got Wednesday, do what we want, and I'm flying out Tuesday afternoon. All right. Nice hanging with you, folks. Good luck. Do as best as you can. Don't forget to use stops. And if you're short in the queues, remember rule number 1. You know, just don't do it. Typical bull market Friday, right? All right, if we're lucky enough, if you guys are in the room right now, maybe Solid's around. If not, I'll be back by 3. But for now, adios, farewell, and enjoy. Thanks for stopping in.